Nikhil. It does seem that Bajrang Punia is keen on fighting this election. Is Vinesh as keen?
Firstly, I'm a bit surprised that that there is this consideration. We don't know whether it is on Vinesh's part, but there is this consideration that she should be joining politics. As someone who loves sports or supports sport, I would rather have her continue in a wrestling career. I know she's 30. I know that she decided to quit wrestling right after these games.
She hasn't really said that she's quitting, has she?
She put that tweet out saying goodbye wrestling.
But then she gave multiple statements saying that I will decide in the future.
Which is what I was getting to.
Right.
She said, I think 3 days ago as well, that, I still don't want to say anything. I'm still contemplating what I need to do because I haven't gotten over the shock of what happened in Paris. Which is why there is that ray of hope, if you're a sports fan, that she goes on and competes in the next games at the LA Olympics. 34, I don't think, she'd be exception to the rule. There aren't too many 34-year-old wrestlers around, but there are a few that ended up winning medals. This time around, you had a 41-year-old male wrestler from Cuba, 41 years of age, winning a gold medal. So it's that there is no proof as such that you cannot be in your 30s and win a medal. And I think the kind of form that she's showing at the moment, I would rather bet on her competing for a little longer. Yes, there are also cases of active sports people being part of politics, whether they're in the Rajya Sabha or the Lok Sabha. There have been a few. If you look at, sports people taking on politics after retirement, there'll be 100.
Right.
But I can think of a few that were active politics. Sachin Tendulkar was a Rajya Sabha MP and also continuing to play cricket.
But they don't have the, a party
You had
ticket.
Manoj Tiwari, who played cricket for India,
Right.
was the TMC.
Tell me, Yogeshwar Dutt, wrestler, did he hang up his wrestling?
Yes, he did.
He did. Okay.
But you had Manoj Tiwari, who was the sports minister, who's a TMC candidate, won the elections on a TMC ticket. He was the sports minister of Bengal and also playing Ranji Trophy for Bengal while he was the sports minister.
So there have been instances that you could do
I
both.
think MC Mary Kom, though in her case she was still fighting and was a Rajya Sabha member, if I'm not mistaken.
It's happened before, but are your sources saying anything? What does it look like for the both of them?
Well, what I heard, and this is right after you came back from the Olympic Games, there were speculation that were rife that she is going to be joining the Congress and that she will be fighting on a Congress ticket. As things pan out, and you look at different indications, you had Dipinder Hooda there welcoming her. He was part of the convoy when she came out. Soon after that, you have Rahul Gandhi visiting her. You've also, if she had no inclination, she probably wouldn't have visited the farmers. I know she's always stood in solidarity, and I think somewhere down the line, without really judging her, somewhere down the line, your politics is influenced by your experience. There have been sports people that have come out and joined politics for a reason. There is a cause that she's been fighting for some time right now. And if she does believe that aligning with a party helps us fight that cause, well, then there's nothing wrong with it. I'd be very surprised. Personally, as I said earlier, I would have liked to have continued for her to continue fighting. I'm glad to hear that Rahul Gandhi met her and probably spoke to her whether she wants to continue that career.
Right.
He's a big sports fan. I've seen him at various sporting functions. It would be a great bit of news for sports fan, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does decide to take a political plunge. And it's not always about hankering for a ticket or a position. It's also about fighting for a cause, which probably she has been for the last few years.